All right, it says we're live. Hey, y'all. We thought we would surprise y'all since our live was cut short last time because we had technical difficulties. Crazy thing. As soon as it turned 6 o'clock, guess what? I had internet service. So from 5 to 6, I didn't have internet service, which is normally when I do my live. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but that was a little strange.
I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Are you?
Yes.
You're a conspiracy theorist. So I have my other half, my funny hair half.
You saying I'm funny?
Yes, you're funny. You're funny.
Yeah.
We got all our.
I saw him. Oh, I see myself. I am funny. Looking.
Hey, Heather.
Hey.
Thanks for coming back in with us. So yeah, we got chores all done. The only thing we have left to do is go get Hannah when it'll be time for her to go get off work soon, and I'll go get her when it's time. We got another person in here. Say hello when you come on in.
Hello.
Hi, Lori. So yeah, we are having our live at a different time because our live didn't work very well and we were late. Well, hello again,
To be.
DJ.
Yeah. Hey, DJ.
Hi, John.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, Elijah.
Elijah's in here.
Hey,
Hello, Willis. Willis was on last time too.
Oh, yeah.
And so was Lori. And so was Heather.
All right. Got John and Elijah in
Yeah.
here, and Willis, Lori, and Heather.
Yep. So I'm live from
DJ.
we're live from our phone, so I won't be able to be texting or nothing on there. So, but yeah, I'll have to leave here in about 15 minutes and go get Hannah from work. But Gary will stay and keep you entertained, I promise.
Yeah, y'all are in for something. We've been this evening. I've eaten cantaloupe that comes from our neighbor. I've drank, what was that stuff called? Oh, cucumber limeade, which I'd never heard of it till the other day, and I made some. It was amazing.
That was really good.
Really good. I had some cucumber limeade. I had some homemade yogurt that this really pretty lady I know made.
Oh, yeah. Listen to him.
And she made some really good homemade yogurt, so I ate some of that. I ate some cucumbers.
John, I had trouble with my internet. So at 5 o'clock, the internet for my phone wouldn't work. And normally I have a live at 5 from 5 to 6. And the internet on my phone would not work at all. And then I finally went to the church building to finish up my live. And so I only got to do 30 minutes of a live. And then as soon as the clock turned 6 o'clock, I had internet service again. And yes, Gary will be trouble. If that was the other trouble.
Actually, the trouble we had was we were attacked by pirates. They fired a cannon shot across the bow. I whipped out my sword and I swashed their buckles, and we ended that trouble.
Hey, Mr. Charles is back, and Tracy's here. Hi, Tracy. And Elijah, I'm sorry, I cannot sell that stuff at the farmer's market. I cannot. All that stuff has to come from the farm.
Yep, Elijah, you had to come here.
You have to come here to get it.
Yep.
He's been wanting to make a time to schedule a visit anyway.
Yep.
We need to schedule a visit for you, Elijah.
Yep. Yeah, but when you're going to start school pretty quick too, aren't you, Elijah? Did you tell me this next week? Maybe you told me Saturday and I forgot.
Thanks. It's a great idea though, Elijah. Just illegal in our state.
Yep.
So sorry, buddy.
Takes a lot of specific places and inspection for that.
The 23rd. They start school the 23rd.
Oh, yeah, you got a little while.
You got a little bit.
Good. Just want to know if your mama made you try on clothes Saturday. Did your mama make you try on clothes Saturday? Because I know you were kind of dreading that.
I don't know if they were where they could try on, where they were going shopping.
Sometimes they have like a door open where people change.
Well, a lot of the places aren't doing that.
Oh, because of it.
Yeah, because of stuff. Yeah. Thank you, Lori,
No,
for greeting
all right.
everyone. Thank you, Lori, for greeting everybody. Trying to remember.
We worked on the roof of the house this week.
We worked on the roof of the house this week.
Did some sealing on the roof. We finished hauling hay. I don't know what all we did.
I made cheese.
We planted some in the little garden.
Yeah, we got some planting done in the little garden. I made cheese a couple times. Made some yogurt.
Tracy, this one guy on a motorcycle showed up. And, well.
First he stopped
at our gas station and met our local gas station attendant that knew exactly where we live. Everybody knows where we live.
Everybody knows where we live. Everybody knows where we live. So, yeah. So, if you didn't check out our video with Tracy coming to visit, one guy on a motorcycle, he says, yeah, one guy on a motorcycle.
I saw somebody yesterday, day before, they said, I know you've been having pickup problems. Did you buy a motorcycle? Evidently, they drove by and saw your motorcycle sitting out there, Tracy.
Yeah. We got over 3 gallons of milk this evening when we were milking. It was absolutely crazy. She's been milking a lot.
Simple grower, hey.
Simple grower. Hello, hello. How are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my
Tracy,
favorite.
that's kind of the way small rural areas work, and everybody knows you. Your motorcycle was here a few hours, and all of a sudden people thought I'd bought one.
Well, my favorite is whenever his buddy that's a highway patrolman stops by.
Yeah, everybody wonders what I did.
It's hilarious. Yep. Hi, Brother Donnie. How are you? Yeah, when his buddy that's a highway patrolman stops by, it's really funny. And he'll just like stop by for a second. A lot of times it'll be to check on cattle or something because he'll have gotten a report that cattle is out. Canning green beans and eating a mater sandwich. Oh, yum. The freedom juice is good. I'm glad you like that, Elijah. So we gave Elijah some milk yesterday. We cannot sell milk at the farmer's market, but there's nothing that says we can't give it to our friends.
Yeah, and if you guys
picking okra and got tired. It's probably hot there too. Tired.
Did you get feathered? That's what
tired. Oh. He's southern. Say tired instead of tired. Oh my.
So if anybody that's in our neck of the woods is interested in freedom juice, we have plenty.
We have plenty of freedom juice. If you're in our neck of the woods,
for sale, and you can come to the place and get it.
You can come get freedom juice.
Yeah. And Tracy, I want to know after you took yours home in the motorcycle if there was butter on top.
Oh, Willis said he got 5 gallons a day years ago, but no cow. Well, we have Freedom. We calf share with Freedom, so we're only getting half of her milk. So can you imagine that she's probably making 6 gallons of milk? It's crazy.
We actually think we got 3 gallons and almost 2 pints tonight.
Yeah.
Because I milked some into a pan for the cats.
Yes.
First start.
He has those cats spoiled absolutely rotten. Absolutely rotten. And my calf is growing great guns. I need to do an animal update this week and let y'all see that. I've got several videos going, but they're in transition. They're going to take a couple weeks to do. Kim said yes when I got home. And she shook it up. I hope it didn't give her too much trouble. Country Homestead Preacher saying hi. Softy. Many years since Mr. Charles has had fresh cow's milk. Man, there is nothing like it. And I have a little bit of trouble. Myself and then our middle daughter, we have trouble with milk. And her more so than me, and I don't have as much trouble if I'm careful. I don't have as much trouble with Freedom's milk, but it is supposed to be her lineage is. I don't know that she's been tested, but her lineage is A2A2.
Yep.
Like winter here, only 92. Woo! You got a cold front, Donnie. Cold front coming in.
Well, we've just barely been into the 80s a lot this week.
Yeah. Yesterday was hot,
We did get hot yesterday.
It was in the 90s yesterday. And Friday it was real hot. Was it Friday?
Yeah.
And then today it's been cool.
Nice and cool.
Making butter, yes. I made a couple pounds of butter this week as well. And made some cheese, yogurt. I know I made something else. I needed to make ice cream, but I didn't.
I made a lot of coffee.
You made
I made some coffee, and then I put like that much coffee and then like that much cream on it.
It's like a third coffee and 2/3 cream. Oh my goodness. Simple Grower says it's about 105 in the Pacific Northwest.
Wow, that's hot.
Oh man, DJ's never had fresh cow's milk, but he loves goat's milk. Yeah.
Yeah, goat's milk is good if it's been done right. Yeah, it's very good.
I don't know. It may be. I think the sun's getting hotter. We're not getting that much older. On Wednesday, wow. It's gonna be that hot on Wednesday.
Simple Grower there in the Pacific Northwest.
Yep. What, Oregon? I think they're in Oregon. Simple Grower. Yeah. Anyway, Willis milked, Mom churned, and got plenty of butter and buttermilk. Yep. Buttermilk is totally different. Fresh buttermilk is totally different than store-bought buttermilk.
Bought a mister for your chickens.
Wow. Cool. Try to keep them cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. The big thing is shade and water, and if you can get a breeze.
Drinking water, and they need shade. They can't stand out in the sunshine. So that's the big thing. If chickens have shade and water, they'll survive.
Yeah.
We found out from a veterinarian recently that chickens survived Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Which we thought was really cool. Evidently, any toxins a chicken picks up, they pass stuff through so fast, their
metabolism
system moves so fast, they just poop it out.
Oh, Elijah got 3 baby chicks. Cool, Elijah.
Yeah. Good.
Do I reckon a Dexter cow would be a good milk supply? I'm not a fan of the mini cows.
So here's the deal. You can get a Dexter. They'll weigh 600 pounds. Our Jersey weighs 700 pounds.
Yeah. Well, not right now. She's like 600.
Yeah. But
she's typically closer to 8.
The size difference between a smaller Jersey and like a Dexter, there's not a lot of size difference.
They're going to eat about the same amount of feed.
Yeah, they're going to eat close to the same, and they won't give as much milk.
Right. So your cattle are going to need about 100 pounds of feed a day. That is, majority of that needs to be hay. They're just like a goat. They're a ruminant. So they have to have the majority of that of hay. Freedom.
If the hay is the right quality, it can be all hay.
Yeah. So Freedom, it does get grain rations. She just does better on having some grain rations. Size may be minimal. Well, Jerseys are just a smaller breed of cattle as well as the Dexters, but the Jerseys are milking machines.
The only thing I can say that on the Dexters is they are pretty decent meat producers for their size, but they're not a big animal. We have butchered a Dexter steer, and it was okay. He wasn't big, but if you're going to go pay Dexter prices, like if you're buying Dexters from a Dexter breeder,
buy a Jersey.
I would suggest don't do that.
Yeah.
Now, I bought a Dexter bull through a guy that picked it up at the sale yard. I paid like $75 for a 2-year-old Dexter bull, and I cut him and we fattened him out and we had Dexter steer and we ate him. That's an okay deal. I would suggest that if you're going to pay the price for a Dexter, you're better off with a Jersey if you're wanting milk. And if you're wanting beef, you're better off with a Angus Hereford cross or something.
Charles said that he heard that goats eating fresh pine needles is a natural dewormer. I don't know. Sure don't know. Donnie wants to know acres wise, how many per cow? Is there a difference acres wise? That's going to vary on your area, what kind of grass you have. Your county extension office can help you with that, or your local, area cattlemen's association can help you with that too.
Yes, your county extension, your cattlemen's association,
Your state,
grazing association,
your state department of ag, they can help you with that.
Donnie, if you've got, he's in the south, right?
He's in the south.
If you've got Bermuda or something like that, you can, if it's really good, 2 acres per head when it's growing.
And he may be asking, are you going to have more acres for the Jersey versus the Dexter?
The Dexter, you may get away with a little less, but I don't feel like it's enough less to mitigate
the cost
and stuff. So like, say that you've got an area where you're 5 acres per cow-calf pair. Your Jersey will do good on that 5 acres. Your Dexter will do good on 4.5.
It's not going to be that big.
It's not that big of a difference.
But
that's been my experience with Dexter cattle. They're nice. There's nothing wrong with them.
And they're very mild-mannered.
They are.
Just like a Jersey. They're very I'm a little partial to the Jerseys. Donnie, Freedom has me spoiled. She is such a baby.
And I know a lot of people, it's a size thing, and
they
get intimidated by bigger cattle. Get a piece of PVC pipe, grit your teeth, and don't be intimidated.
Yeah. Well, and like Freedom is broke to lead, and she's been a show cow, so, and she hears me saying her name, so she's looking at me like, what?
Kicking it with Harold and friends.
Hi.
Hi. I don't know that I've seen you in here before.
Welcome.
Welcome to my back porch.
Yeah, welcome to our back porch.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Donnie, I'm going to tell you that I've grown up around cattle, and I consider myself a cattleman. That's part of what I do for an extra job, and that's my perspective. People that are not used to cattle, those smaller cattle, they tend to like them, and I think that's the attraction of smaller cattle, is that they just don't feel as intimidated.
Right.
And I know that there is one YouTube channel I watch some with their mini jerseys, and that's kind of why they like the mini jerseys. But there's not
just a couple hundred pounds difference.
Not a lot of size difference. And if you're looking at milking cattle, Jersey's got such a super temperament.
Yes.
Jerseys are like puppy dogs.
Yes.
And especially one that's been took care of right and stuff. And so they're great to have.
Welcome, Kicking It with Harold and Friends.
First time in here.
First time, welcome. Yeah, and I will tell you, I'm just partial, Donnie. I just really am. If you have never had a milking animal, Donnie, I would start with a goat.
Yeah.
A good, gentle, alpine.
Full-size goat.
Yeah, full-size goat. Either an alpine or a Toggenburg or a La Mancha. The La Mancha is the Cadillac, I'll tell you. They are the milk producers. They give good, rich milk. I suggest starting with that. If size is the deal, is your issue,
one of the
start
things
with the goat so that you get used to it.
Goat's system and everything is a lot more forgiving than a cow's system.
Yes.
And it's a little, I don't know, there's more margin of error. You can mess up and not mess up as bad. So something I've heard my dad tell people for years, if you can live a season with a goat, if you can milk a goat for a season and you like it, and it's something you think you can keep doing, then you're probably ready for a cow. We made sure we did that some. We hadn't, in all of our years of homesteading, the last few years is the first time we've really tried milk animals. I had a few milk goats back in the past, but that was for a bottle calf operation, and really wasn't for home use.
Okay, Donnie says that he's planning for the future. So this is the great time to research, Donnie. If you have somebody you can visit that has those kind of cattle, that has different, like one friend has a Dexter, one friend has a Jersey, one friend has a Guernsey or a Milk and Shorthorn, try to get where you go and visit those and see which one you like. If you're planning for the future, you've got all the time. I mean, you got plenty of time to plan it out and to ask everybody what they think, because all of us, it's going to be preference. I grew up with cattle. Gary grew up with cattle. So a big cow, which Freedom's not that big. I mean, we worked I've had mama cows and fed them by hand at home with my daddy and even us that were way bigger than Freedom. But
yeah, we mess with Brangus crosses
that are huge.
Pounds,
yeah.
And she at her fattest is 700 pounds. I'm pointing.
She's over
at
here.
Freedom because she's 30 yards over
and
there.
And she keeps looking at us because we keep saying her name. So she keeps looking at us like, what do you want? But yeah, so Donnie says they have sheep and goats, but they're pets.
Yeah.
For meat and for pets.
Donnie, if you've got dairy cross nanny,
trainer,
start pulling her kid off of her in the daytime and milking her and just see how you do with that. Make sure you, even if you clean the goat up good and you clean all your equipment up good and you don't have your nanny with your billy, goat milk is good. But even if you don't like it, just make sure you get comfortable where you like and enjoy the process.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
Mr. Charles wants to know the best chicken for laying white eggs. He wants white eggs.
So my grandpa, which to me is ultimate homesteader, Depression era raised, he loved white leghorn hens. White leghorn hens are bred to produce eggs. That's what they are bred to do. And he said that often in a week period, it wasn't unusual for one hen to end up laying 8 eggs instead of 7 when she was laying at her top. That's probably as good as they get for laying white eggs. I can also tell you, Donnie, that I don't know a lot of. I'm sorry. Charles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Charles, yes. Hey, Lynn.
Hi, Lynn. Welcome back. Leghorn. She says leghorn for white eggs. Good.
Yeah, that's what I'm familiar with, and they are a top production chicken, just flat across the board. They'll outproduce any brown egg layer. They just are a top production chicken. They're a small chicken. They don't eat a lot. They get to production age quickly. They lay a long time. They lay a lot of eggs. I mean, I think that is ultimate. Most commercial laying houses are going to use a leghorn. But they are also a heritage breed.
Yes.
They've been around for a long time. And so.
Hi, Bev. I said the wrong name, Barb. I'm sorry, Barb. Hi, Barb.
Hey.
Guys, please excuse me. I'm going to go get Hannah from work. I'll be back. Gary will keep you entertained.
Yeah, you heard her. She warned you. She's going to be back. Lynn, how are your pigs doing? I've been seeing some videos, some Marco Poco videos of your little winkers. Yeah, guys, I think that chickens are definitely one of the easiest backyard livestock to keep. Also, backyard livestock that's really good in town are quail. Cortonyx quail are really good layers, especially when you kind of got to go covert. They don't make a lot of noise, and the noise they do make, most people won't realize isn't a wild bird. Pigs are good. They're still scared of me. Yeah, that'll take some time, then. You might just get in a bucket. When you go to feed them, just get on a bucket and just sit there and make sure that you're around while they're eating. Rebecca, our middle daughter, used to, when we had animals that were skittish of her, she'd dump their feed in the pan and sit down in the pan and make them eat around her. And she wouldn't necessarily try to touch them. She'd just sit there and make them eat around her. Yeah, Charles, that's the right name. I don't have my secretary with me to remind me of the right names. Charles, I don't know if you're just wanting white egg layering or you're just wanting to add that or whatever, but those leghorns are good. I like cinnamon queens and golden comets. Those are good brown egg layers. They're more of on the lines of a commercial layer. They lay good. I like Buff Orpington. I like Americanas, which lay green or blue eggs. Oh, there's lots of memories of that girl, Lynn. She still makes memories all the time. Yeah. But guys, the quail and the chickens are good backyard things, especially if you're first getting started. Rabbits are okay if you like rabbit meat. Our buffs do good. Yeah, I like buff Orpingtons too. Those are one I've got out here that I really like. I like the barred rocks, and for years that was kind of our chicken, was a barred rock. But we've gotten to where we kind of like the cinnamon queens. I think that's right. Cinnamon queen and golden comets, they're the same chicken. They're just different hatcheries calling them different things. My dad got us started on those. He bought some from, I can't remember, the hatchery at Lebanon, Cackle. He bought some from Cackle a few years ago, or several years ago now, and him and Mom really liked them, and he gave some to us when they got a year or two on them, and we kept them a little longer, and he kind of got us started on them, and we really like them. We also have some black stars. Is that right? Black stars, jet stars, something like black stars. And we like those. Just white eggs. Charles, you know they look the same inside, right? I understand a lot of people prefer those white eggs, and some people prefer brown eggs. We've got a couple of cross hens out here that have some banning or something in that will lay an almost white egg, kind of a off-white, almost tan egg. And we really like having that egg carton that's got different colors in it. We've got some green egg layers that we have crossbred that we have actually bred for that color. We've got some that lay blue eggs. We've got some that lay dark brown, light brown, and that almost white. And we really like that bunch of color. Like the double yolk brown eggs, yes. Yeah, those are neat. Yeah. I know that some chickens are flyier than others. I don't know if I've paid attention to chickens' temperament as much. I know that I used to really like to have a few roundhead hens or gray hatch hens, which are, you guys are going to have to excuse me, I grew up in Okie. They're fighting chicken hens. And I used to get a hold of a few fighting chicken hens, and they definitely aren't friendly, but they're pretty good at running off small predators. They will run a cat plumb out of a barn. Another meat source. So, Donnie, the country homestead preacher, are you just backyarding it, or do you have a couple of acres, or what do you got? Wyandottes. I've got a silver lace Wyandotte out here that we like it. Yes, and yeah, in the cold weather, Wyandottes do good, and heavier, bigger chickens. Buffs do good in the cold too. And we've done barred rocks up in Wyoming, and they did good there. But yeah, Wyandottes are definitely a cold weather chicken. Oh, 30 acres. Donnie, I wouldn't be afraid of a calf. I think y'all try to grow a couple of calves. And you guys have probably heard me say it before. If you feel comfortable with livestock auctions, start going and looking at them. And sometimes you'll find like a Hereford calf that ain't built real good, and he'll be a little less per pound, or you'll find a dairy cross that isn't built right, and he'll be a little less per pound, or you'll find something with a bad leg. I'm going to warn you about the bad legs. Some of that can be pretty bad stuff if you don't kind of know what you're looking at. But you can buy calves cheaper. Buy a heifer that lost her calf and didn't breed back, and fatten her out. But you can buy calves a little on the cheaper side and fatten a calf out. You got 30 acres of grass, and I'd put a calf on it. I definitely, if I wasn't comfortable with the calf yet, I'd definitely have a pig out there, Donnie. Pigs are amazing. To me, that's your third homestead animal, or your second homestead animal. First you get chickens, and then you get a pig, partly because a pig will eat anything you throw out in front of it. And then you can do calves or goats. But that, to me, I would say a pig is second. I can taste the difference between a brown and a white egg. Okay. Yeah, some people can, some people can't. yeah, it's good to have a rooster like that, Lynn. That's cool. Yeah, I'm looking back here, Donnie. I can't keep up. Oh, I'm missing Lynn too. Okay. Simple grower. Yeah, a Wyandotte ate a mouse. Yeah, a good foraging chicken will eat a mouse. That's cool. And then the Wyandotte rooster was the best rooster we ever had. Cool. I like big rooster, big pretty roosters. 4-wire fence. Yeah, 4-wire, barbed wire is plenty for a calf. Plenty. 2 hot wires is okay. Will hold the calf, but you have to train them to it first. Don't just kick them loose out of the trailer into a hot wire fence. You put them in a pen that'll hold them and put hot wire in front of it so they get used to it first. But 4-wire, barbed wire is plenty for cattle. Plenty. Okay. Lynn, that's usually the benefit of keeping a rooster around is that they will run off some smaller predators. That they will kind of stand up and fight while everybody else can get away. I mean, they can run off like a cat or possum or something that doesn't have a lot of want to. Guys, I have a feeling I'm missing chat, so I don't know how to run this. But there's a lot of different ways of looking at homesteading. A lot of people look at it differently. Sometimes what you do kind of depends on what you prefer. The neat thing about the homesteading lifestyle is you do it how you want to do it. We definitely think that a garden and chickens and a pig is something that can be very beneficial. I've studied recently a lot of displaced people, their gardens. Specifically, what I've been looking at is they're not their gardens, but their farmsteads, their homesteads. I've been looking at the freed slaves after the Civil War here in the U.S., the freed slaves. I've been looking at displaced civilized tribes, like the Cherokee, when they were walked on the Trail of Tears to Oklahoma. That one's kind of personal for me. My mom's spokespeople. But I've been looking at displaced people like that and what they will start, and even immigrants when they came to the U.S. and how they would start. A chicken house and a garden go a long, long ways, and a lot of that was pretty staple in those type homesteads. Is they have a chicken house and a garden, and some of it was things that they were familiar with, garden things they were familiar with, and even regardless of what part of the world you came from and what traditions you were used to and what culture you were from. A chicken house, eggs and chicken and garden, whatever garden produce you were growing, could all be used to make dishes that were comforting and dishes that were familiar. If your ancestry was from Africa and you had originally came from Africa and you grew a garden and you lived in the South somewhere and you were growing okra, you were growing something that was familiar, and chicken and okra, And so to me, hey, Sugar Creek Homestead, glad you're here. To me, those are things that you need to be looking at when you're homesteading. For us, homesteading is partly about feeding yourself. But what am I familiar with? What am I used to? What do I like? Guarantee you a chicken house and a garden can fit into that. A chicken flock, maybe I should word it that way, because you need more than a house. You need the chickens, right? But and another big homestead thing, and my dad drilled this into us boys when we were little, that one of the ways you can feed yourself, regardless of your situation, I guess your situation can affect this, but if you can get to water that's got fish in it, fishing is an amazing way to feed yourself. So that's kind of a homestead thing that we still hold on to, and we do fish some. I usually don't have a lot of time to fish, but I do occasionally get over to a place I know I can catch a few fish. Elijah, I believe in your part of the world. It depends on your grass, but you might be looking at 5 acres per cow, 5 acres apiece, or it depends. I've got some grass here that I've planted, actually some forbs here that I've planted, and I've got 7 calves on 9 acres, and they're doing pretty good. But if you've got 10 acres, you might be able to run 4 on there if it's really good grass and you're just running them for the summer and you're haying them heavy in the winter. You might be able to get by with 10 acres, but you're probably looking more like 15 or 20. Yes, Sugar Creek, all of them were, and that's kind of the idea of a homestead. So this is a definition I picked up when we first realized that we could call this a homestead, when we realized what we could call what we're doing a homestead. Hey, Coffee Angel and Craft, good to see you here. The definition of a homestead is a homestead produces, where a home just consumes, but a homestead produces. And so, and even in the very self-sustainable homesteads, they a lot of times still had some outside sources, or did still have some outside sources, but a lot of times they were trading some of their surplus or things they produced for those outside sources. So like, they'd grow chickens and they'd have eggs and they'd have chickens. They'd have garden produce. They'd have hogs for meat. They'd have their own water. Sometimes they'd even have a corn patch where they were grinding their own corn for their bread. But they would get coffee and they would get sugar, and a lot of times they trade butter and eggs and pork for those things. And besides that, especially in our modern lifestyle, you have to have canning jars, you have to have canning lids and stuff like that. But if it's producing, especially if it's producing enough to cover those expenses, that's a successful homestead. Yeah. Thanks, Johnny. I enjoyed that definition when I first found it. I didn't make it up. I found it somewhere. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to encourage you guys to continue to educate yourself. And I know you've heard us say that before on these. To educate yourself. I like to read. I'm a slow reader, but I remember what I read. I read Backwoods Home Magazine quite often. I read a magazine called Backwoodsman. I read some of Mother Earth News. Some of Mother Earth News I could just do without, but I do read some of it. I've recently gotten to know the editor of that magazine, or I guess he's kind of the editor in large now, and I really enjoy talking to him. Those are good sources. When Cindy and I were starting the homestead, we had lots of questions, and grandparents were answering questions and stuff. Her grandmother bought her a Ball Blue book. Had a lot of her answers in there. We bought a Stories Basic Country Skills book. Had a lot of numbers and stuff we couldn't remember in there. How hot does water need to be to scald a chicken? Stuff like that. I don't know, Sugar Creek. I'm not seeing anything that tells me I'm not getting a good connection, but somebody else might tell you. Guys, I just saw something that this is the first time I've seen on this homestead. I just saw a hummingbird come out to these potted plants I've got here on the porch. petunias in them, which is a classic hummingbird plant. And I just saw a hummingbird buzz by. In fact, it came just an inch from you guys. It came right behind the camera. Another thing to me about the homestead is the peace. I mean, I'm sitting here and I've got some piles of junk there and an old wash machine I need to haul off there and a chicken brooder that I probably need to move there and an unfinished shed there. But I'm listening to the chickens and I've watched the sun going down and I'm listening to the chickens and I'm got my cow here, I can see her, and there's a cool breeze, talking to good friends and a good community, and there's just a lot of peace to that. And I hope all you guys get to experience peace like that. The biggest source of peace for me is my relationship with Jesus. But in that relationship with Jesus, I get to really deeply enjoy the things of this homestead. So I hope you guys are going to experience that. Yeah, the cicadas out here. Yeah, the cicadas make a lot of noise. Yeah, I've got a cat that is eating cicadas like crazy. One of the little kittens of our barn cats there, I watch him snag cicadas. He'll even grab like just the shells that they leave. He'll grab them and crunch it a time or two and spit it out. So I'm guessing he's found one that actually had the cicada in it a time or two because he tries them all out. So I'm going to promote it again. Don't have a clue of the date. In August, I think it's August 28th and 29th, maybe. That Friday and Saturday is, hey Pathways. I was reading your message, Jan. Hey Jan, how are you? And the end of August is going to be the Ozark Homesteading Expo, and Cindy will be speaking there and teaching canning. I'm doing all right, and I am qualified. Yes. Jan, what are the dates of the Ozark Homesteading Expo? Do you remember? The secretary's not here. She keeps me lined out on that. And she realized the other day she'd been telling you guys the wrong dates too. So I'm going to invite you guys, if you can get to Marshfield, Missouri, Ozark Homesteading Expo. There'll be a lot of people there that really know their stuff. And there will be some YouTubers there too. But they're invite you guys to come. Jan, I think I heard you say that you had to work on Friday. Lynn, I'm glad Cindy's getting to speak at that. She knows so much about canning and in the kitchen. She really has made an art of making homestead food. August 27th and 28th. Yep, thank you, Jan. Cindy's so good at stuff in the kitchen, and she knows a lot of homestead stuff. We've been doing this a while, and I'm glad she's getting a chance where she's getting to share some of that face to face, and she loves to talk to people about it. And I'm glad she's going to get to do that. She knows her canning stuff. She really does. Cindy knows everything. I don't think that either of us would try to own up to that, because we know that we don't know everything. But she does know a lot about Thanks, Paul, Arkansas veteran. Charles, are you going to try to be there at that? Are you going to be able to be at that? But when you live a lifestyle, you do learn things. And Cindy's learned a lot about canning, and she definitely has figured this. And I don't know if we've mentioned this much. There was a year that I got really sick. And I think that may have been the year we had Hannah. We either had 2 or 3 kids. If we had 3, one was born then. And we raised them kids and fed those kids on an $1,100 taxable income for a year. That's 1100 $1,100 of a taxable income one year. We had to get some health insurance through the state. The state provided health insurance, and the social worker was concerned that we weren't feeding the kids, and we basically told him exactly how we were doing it. Fishing and hunting, gardening, livestock, and we did a lot of bartering and trading. I'm going to say that I've buffered. Oh. It just froze on me.
Oh no.
Oh, there was your.
There it is. It's going. Okay. Good.
Right.
Hey, Jan. All right. There it goes.
In here.
All right.
We got 11 people in here.
Oh, we're good. He says we're good.
Right.
So somebody brought me some more squash. I know what I'm making tomorrow for the farmer's market. I'm making squash bread, yellow squash bread. So basically, you just hello, Miss Jan. So I went and got Hannah, and she's home from work, and I talked to Mr. Bob. He's so excited he got his collar off, and they gave him his freedom papers.
Good.
So anyway.
So Lynn and I were just discussing the fact that you know everything.
I do not know everything. If y'all think I know everything, you're in trouble. Huge trouble.
I've also been watching a hummingbird get me.
Oh, I've got a hummingbird?
Yes.
Look at this crookneck squash, guys.
Something, Bob.
I don't know who it's from. They left them at the store.
For you?
For me. They left them at the counter and said for Hannah to take them home.
Okay.
Yep. And so, there's some crookneck squash. Everybody knows we don't have a garden, so they're leaving us. Look, this one's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. All right. So we got squash for squash bread tomorrow.
We've got some new viewers in here tonight.
Yay!
And we've got some that's never been in here before. We've got some of our old faithful.
Yay! I'm so excited, Lynn, about the hummingbird. I got several kinds of petunias. I haven't seen the hummingbird yet. Did he leave?
I haven't seen him in a few minutes. He just swooped through here a few times.
He may be hitting the ones that are down by the pool.
Yeah.
Jan said they made dilly beans because they ate all the ones that I gave them. You've been canning like crazy today? Good, Jan. That'll have lots of goodies for this winter.
Jan, I'm glad you guys like those dilly beans.
Yes, we love them. We love them.
I was sitting looking through a recipe book this afternoon, talking about some things we can make that we really like, that we thought we would really like.
The heck, she's pushing him around. Is he pestering her?
Probably.
She's not cycling, is she?
I don't think so.
Or he's just lonely.
Yeah, he's been without her all day.
Yes, dilly beans are so good. Oh man, 24 quarts of tomatoes. Tracy did 24 quarts of tomatoes a couple days ago.
Tracy, I want your pickle recipe. Those refrigerator pickles you bought us were
Thank you, Mike and Terry. Mike and Terry at MT gave us a name for Lynette at Coffee Angel.
Awesome. Lynette. Hey, MT Homestead.
What's a dilly bean? It is a dill pickled green bean.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike and Terry. He'll message it to me.
Yeah,
awesome. Thank you. Those were absolutely amazing.
There it went.
Sorry, I'm captivated by the hummingbird. So excited. Cool. Everybody's still saying hi and lots of folks in here. That's so cool.
Yeah.
He went by again.
Yep. I came back through.
Yep.
Well, hopefully he gets feeding on the flowers a little heavier. That'll be cool.
That'll be really cool.
I know that in the town to the north of us, there are several people that have hummingbird feeders, and I've sit on porch and sometimes seen dozens of hummingbirds. There are a high hummingbird population in that town.
Oh, poor Tracy. He said Kim used all the eggs for bread this week, and he didn't get any.
You have to come down and get some more.
Yeah. That's it. You have to go come get some more eggs and milk. Jan loves hummingbirds. My granny used to put out hummingbird feed for hummingbirds. She had hummingbird feeders all over. Oh, he just hit the porch. That poor hummingbird. That thunk was the hummingbird hitting the porch. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, next time Tracy won't forget the bread. Well, the funny thing is, Tracy, I was going to send you with some zucchini bread, and I forgot.
We forgot it too. You forgot the bread. We forgot the bread.
We just were breadless.
I'm really hoping you forget something again next time, so we don't feel bad about what we forget, because we will.
Oh, man. But, yeah. So, anyway, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Look at he's just rubbing all over her, driving her nuts. I need to turn the camera around so y'all can see him. He's all up underneath Freeman is all up underneath her head, doing this with his head like this underneath her and rubbing all over. His little horns are coming in, and I imagine they're itchy. Because I know that's where he wants me to scratch him when I pet him. What? Okay, Jan, I will do that. I will email you my number. I will do that. And so guys, another thing that I need to announce, and some of you will have already heard this, I have been giving y'all the wrong dates for the Ozarks Homesteading Expo. Praise God, somebody's been sharing the link so that you get the correct dates. But the correct dates for the Homesteading Expo are August 27th and 28th.
Yeah, Jan put them up there already.
Oh, Mike's going to keep watching the TV, and Terry's going to go put the chickens to bed. All right, y'all.
Cool.
Be careful out there, Miss Terry.
Now, I've got to say that in the 80s, when we were kids, when she was a kid.
When I was a kid. Oh, Jan saying hit the thumbs up, y'all.
So much for Cindy knowing everything.
That's right. You got it right there. You got it right there. Oh, numbers are terrible. Don't be, yeah, oops. For a lot, it's been crazy for Lynette for quite a while. I have been given, over a month, I have been given the wrong dates. Thankfully, everybody's got my back and they're sharing the links and so that people are getting the correct dates because, wow, I'd have had you coming like on a Monday and Tuesday instead of Friday and Saturday.
There's going to be a mushroom forager there.
Yes, a mushroom forager.
About mushroom foraging that I'm really excited.
I mean, lots of stuff, y'all. Hog butchering,
yeah. Bread
making, cheese making. Did I get the bread making? That may not be on. I may have got that mixed up. Cheese making.
What's Joyce Morris teaching?
Joyce Morris from Morris Path to Heaven is fermenting, and there's another lady there teaching fermenting. Yeah, it is funny. So I'll be teaching canning. There'll be, oh gosh, so much. So Ben and Andrea from VW Family Farms will be there.
Yep. Kevin and Sarah from Living Traditions. Zach Bauer from American Homestead.
Dr. Leo Shershankin. There's like a huge lineup, y'all. Huge, huge, huge. And like, I'm torn because I'm teaching a class at the same time as a class that I want to go to. So
I bet you can't go to that one while you're teaching.
I can't go to that one while I'm teaching. So I'm going to teach my class.
Great conference.
Yes, it is going to be an amazing conference.
You know, the meetups are nice and we enjoy meeting everybody prior at the meetup. But we love these conferences. Yes. We love learning. We love the education. Yes. We love exchanging ideas.
Yes.
This, for a long time, that was what we were doing, was just conferences. They had Mother Earth News Fair in Topeka for years that we'd go to, and we spent some time there at the very last one they had. We spent some time there with Heirloom Permaculture, and that was amazing.
John and Angela. You'll take notes for me, Jan. Thank you, honey. I'll let you know which one it is, and you can take one for me. I'll have to look at the lineup because now I can't remember which one it is. I want to say it was I'll say the wrong thing, so I'm not going to say.
Cindy will be teaching on Friday morning.
Friday morning, first up, 9 a.m. I will be, yes, John and Angela are amazing, aren't they, Lynn? First up, I'll be teaching Canning 101, Preserving Your Harvest. So I'm going to bring all my canners. I'm going to bring some of my canned goods. I'm going to do a small presentation, and then I'm going to open the floor to questions. So if you got questions, come with your questions, and I'll answer them, even if I have to lie to do it. No, I'm kidding. No, I'll answer them as best as I can, and if I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know. Oh, you're going to get to go to the Kentucky picnic? Awesome.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
You're anxious to see the channels that go live, Lynette? Yeah. Fun facts. Lynn and I love fun facts. You know I do. Oh, yes. So Lynn found us because that's how Lynn found us, was us, them featuring us when we were at Topeka at Mother Earth News.
Okay. Was it that or John's birthday when we all got on there and said stuff about it?
Maybe it was. She says because y'all were featured at some type of meetup.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that was the Mother Earth News Fair.
Yep. That was, So, Lynette, Jan's going to go live at some point. We may go live at some point, depending on how things work.
Yeah, we're not great at that. We're not, and to tell you the truth, when we get to those, we don't we get more about meeting people and the face-to-face interaction.
How's our sound? Because we didn't plug in the speaker. That's real good. Y'all are going to hear the cicadas now. Cindy's technical difficulties. There we go.
Lynn was hearing the cicadas already.
Lynn, okay.
Maybe your ears were just ringing, Lynn. I don't know.
It was for John's birthday. It was before his birthday.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we got to be a part of his birthday celebration too.
Oh, Lynn says the sound was fine. Oh, yeah. Well, hopefully we got better sound now. But, yes, with evening coming on, them cicadas get loud. We're not having as big of a deal with I'm seeing some of the green jewel bugs. We call them green jewel bugs. That's not really what they are. They're the Japanese beetles. Emerald beetles. We're seeing some of the emerald beetles.
Got a cat that eats a lot of them, and chickens that eat a lot of them.
So yeah, the chickens have been doing a great number on the emerald beetles. Okay, they said the sound's been good. Cool. Awesome, because usually that's a problem especially with StreamYard. It's not so much like on our videos and stuff, but with StreamYard we were really having difficulty, and that's why Gary bought me a microphone. Since my camera's still in the shop, you guys, I got to call and check on it tomorrow.
I hope we have that back by the
conference. So he was going to see the availability of the parts. So the cost to repair it is going to repair it and the lens, because I had a nice autofocus lens, is going to be about half the cost of a new camera. So we went ahead and decided to repair it.
Hopefully we'll be able to come up with some money to pay for that.
Yeah. Oh, Tracy says he likes to smash them when they go pop. It makes him smile. Like smashing a hornworm, huh? So, Tracy, we'll have to let you know when we're going to be up there. When we go to check on the camera. We're going to be Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
We're going to be up there this Wednesday.
Oh, we are?
You got a meeting Wednesday.
Oh, I was hoping I could just avoid that.
Well, you can if you want to.
We go up there and tell everybody here. We went up there and tell everybody there we stayed here. And then...
No, we're not going to lie.
Oh.
But, yeah. But we will have to go up there at some point, even because I'll have to go get this stuff for burgers to give away.
Yes, we are going to try to be up there at some point.
Yep.
Tracy, I don't know how much time we'll have, but.
Well, since my boss is better, I don't have to do Wednesday market.
Okay.
I won't have to do Wednesday market.
If Hannah doesn't have to work.
If Hannah doesn't have to work, yeah. Then we can do that.
Denise is doing all right.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got lots of ifs. So, Gary got stung by a bee today. Did he tell you?
No.
He didn't tell. He got stung on the inside of his leg, on his thigh.
I don't remember where it's at.
On his thigh. When we were doing chores this morning, he went to check on the bees. It got holler at him. Yeah, we'll holler at you. Check the tunnel out. Yes.
Yep.
We'll have to come check the tunnel out. Tracy's got some amazing high tunnels in here. Got to check them out. Sorry, I had a bug getting after me. The mosquitoes are coming out.
We usually don't have a lot of mosquito problems here, but I know that I've got a couple of barrels that have got a little rainwater in over here that I need to dump.
The chickens take care of that, and we don't get a whole lot of water.
And the breeze usually keeps the mosquitoes from flying too much.
Yeah, we'll give you a holler, Tracy, whenever we find out, as long as there's not extenuating circumstances and we have to hurry up and get back. Yeah. So there was a bird coming to get some mosquitoes. Here comes another one. Those doves, they're not going to eat the mosquitoes then. Well, yeah, that's cicadas, yeah. Oh, see you later, Lynette. Thanks for coming in. Good night, Lynette.
Well, let me tell you something. There's an exchange here. Wind or mosquitoes? And the wind keeps the mosquitoes in a lot.
Hi, Dawn. Dawn's here with Cat Creek. Hi, Dawn.
Hey,
How are you doing? Cool. So we had difficulty with our live this evening, Dawn, so we went live again. But Gary's getting tired. It's getting to be his bedtime. 8:34.
Yeah, I'll wake up pretty early.
Yeah. I took a nap this afternoon, so I'm like on my second wind, ready to go. Woo!
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 Woo! Woo!
Woo!
If you guys, some of y'all are friends on Cindy's page. Did you put it on Pathways?
Which one?
Luke.
Luke's? I did not put it on Pathways, but I did. Yeah, I'll have to put it on Pathways.
Our son got some coons out of the dumpster where he works. They were in the dumpster and had one of his guys that works for him, works with him, videoing it. And the coon may have got put close to that person with the video camera. And he did a lot of hollering and the camera went all crazy.
I can't imagine our son. That was, when he does stuff like that, he's not my son, he's Gary's son.
I've seen that boy wade into coon fights with a stick so many times.
Oh gosh, y'all. I'm going to tell on him. He used to take his old dog and go kill skunks.
With a rock.
With a rock. Oh my goodness. One time I didn't even let him in the house. I sent the girls downstairs and I made him take his clothes off on the back porch. And because we had closed in porch, made him take off his clothes on the back porch and leave them outside the back door on the open air porch and go and get right in the shower. And y'all, we put everything in the world on that boy trying to make him worried and sick. Oh, baking soda helped a lot.
Put him and the dog in the
yes,
bathtub.
It was awful. Yes, boys, Lynn. boys. But oh man, it was terrible. It was terrible. He stunk so bad. And those clothes, seriously, Gary took a stick and laid them on the fence, and they rot. We left them there to rot because they never, ever lost the skunk smell. Oh, yeah, we didn't wash them. They went straight onto the fence, and they rotted off of the fence because, no, they were awful. They were awful. I was tickled to death he was in one of his good pair of jeans, just had 3 or 4 holes. But yeah, oh, mercy. That was the thing, though. With him especially, we had to have good clothes and play clothes because he was hard on clothes.
Active boys always are.
Yes, yeah. But he was the way he was built and stuff, he could wear the inexpensive jeans and he liked them. So it was easy to get him a $10 pair of jeans at Walmart because he liked them and they fit him well. So yeah, I think he wears higher priced jeans now. Charles is saying hi to Dawn.
So is Jan. Yeah, we were kind of enjoying the video. Our son sent us our homestead kid living in the big city, working for the big college, fishing coons out of the dumpster so that they didn't die in there.
Tracy said he watched the video on my Facebook page.
Yeah, it is funny. And he does everything he can try to get them out. And then when they get, like the one video where they crawl out the dumpster lid, when he finally gets them to crawl out that dumpster lid, then he's afraid they're going to fall back in that next dumpster. So he pushes them off the end of the dumpster with the rake so that they end up on the ground.
Oh, Dawn says her Gus will only wear cowboy cut Wranglers. They're $30 each. Wow. We've been lucky and we've been catching Gary's on sale for about $25. Because he'll only wear the 13 NWZs.
Yeah, that's what I wear.
And the cowboy cut 13 NWZs. So we've been catching them on sale. But yeah, our Walmart quit carrying them. That was the cheapest place.
Up until about a year ago, I could buy them at Walmart for $19.99. Yeah. And they've been $19.99 at Walmart for the past 25 years.
$19.95, yep. $19.95.
Yep. For the past 25 years.
And then now they don't carry them no more.
Or ours doesn't.
No, ours doesn't. Yeah. Another one might, but ours doesn't. So we've been having to go TSC. We found them on sale at TSC. Yeah. We found them on sale at Blue Stem a couple times.
Blue Stem more often.
She gets them at Orscheln's. We got an Orscheln's, but it's in Eureka, so, and we're not in Eureka. I'm not in Eureka as often as...
I'm there now more than I am in Emporia, but I'm not usually shopping. I'm usually getting parts or something. Or
yeah.
We got one pasture we take care of. It's not far from there, so sometimes if we're down there, we go get some lunch down there at Benny's.
At Benny's, yeah, Benny's is nice. That's a neat little restaurant. So if you're ever in Eureka, Kansas, and it's lunchtime or supper time, eat at Benny's.
Or eat at Lomar.
Or Lomar.
There's good places to eat in Eureka.
There is. There's Lomar. There's the Taquerita is good.
Yes.
The Taquerita is really good. Trying to think. We got a Pizza Hut and a Sonic.
But Benny's, the Taquerita, Lomar, the grocery store in Eureka puts on a great line.
Oh, Jan says that they go to Bass Pro Wholesale and buy Kevin's work pants for $9.99.
Cool.
That's awesome, Jan. Dawn loves Sonic. Yeah, we like Sonic a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay. I've gotten where I kind of like some other things too, but
we ate at Sonic a lot when I was a kid because that was the fast food hamburger shop in Mantford when I was a kid.
Was it our 5th anniversary?
I think it was the 5th. We went and got a.
Yeah, I told her I'd take her out for a steak dinner. Back when Sonic used to have steak finger baskets, we went to Sonic for our 5th anniversary. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I bet he is hard on pants. Dawn says they got Sonic just down the road from the townhouse. Yeah, you are high rolling now, Sonic and McDonald's. And the big new IGA, you know, when my mom worked at IGA, Phelps, it was Phelps back in the day when it was at the old location. We are starting to get them this evening. There, he's gone. Man, that was when the Ben Franklin store was there and all that. And the Western Auto. Is Western Auto still there? Yeah, I know you still got Phelps, but they built a new store.
Jan, I can't stand McDonald's. I'll do Sonic, or I kind of like a cherry limeade and a corn dog.
So our choices growing up was Sonic or Happy Corner Grocery or the Silver City Grocery.
We would go on dates for Drum Ride a lot. Yes. We ate a lot of Sonic.
I loved Sonic onion rings back in the day. Okay, so they got a McDonald's across the street from the Sonic, and then there's a Casey's beside it. Yeah, Casey's. We have Casey's gas station. That's our only gas station here.
Right now, it's our only restaurant.
It's our only restaurant. They're supposed to be open a Grub and Pub. King's Grub and Pub is supposed to be open in downtown in the Red Brick. She got a frozen hamburger. Oh my goodness, Jan. Her hamburger was still frozen.
I don't know.
That's not good.
To the south of us, the town to the south of us has a drugstore.
Yeah.
Has a little bit of a grocery store in there, a few grocery items, some carry out beer.
Yeah.
And she cooks breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
And lunch is just whatever she's cooking that day.
Or a sandwich.
Yeah. If you get there before she runs out, or she'll make you a sandwich. And
me too, Jan. I love Casey's pizza. Hannah's a little tired of it because she has to cut them and box them. She gets a little tired of them. She works Friday through Sunday evenings.
What did Tracy say? There's something over the top of it, and I can't.
Who says chivalry is dead? Kim says that it's something I would do to her. Yeah, take her to Sonic for her anniversary.
Well, we were kind of poor kids just starting out, and
two kids,
and to us, especially to me, going out to eat anywhere was something special. I grew up where we ate at home a lot, and going out to eat anywhere was a special deal. And to us, both of us, we liked that. That was what we wanted. But we often joke about it because I was taking her to a steak dinner, Yeah. But to two very real kids, that was cool to get to go eat at Sonic.
Yeah, we got very spoiled in Wyoming. We ate out, got started eating out a whole lot more. They have some. Oh, Hat Creek says that. Dawn says they have some mom and pop places, barbecue and burgers. Several options. Yeah, that's nice for a small town. Yeah, so, we went out on special occasions. Occasionally, Mama, about once a month, Mama would take us, and then we did birthdays. Was a big deal. And so, yeah, I can still hear my granny hollering, "Girls, get my teeth." Because she never wore teeth unless we were going to church or going out to eat.
There's a town to the north of us, about 25, 30 miles.
Yes.
And guys, it is a heavily Hispanic populated town, and you talk about some good restaurants.
Yes.
And every taco truck and every school that's doing a fundraiser, there's some amazing food. We've got some friends that have a truck in town, and they put on some good food.
Yes, they do.
Holy cow.
They do. And we always get something to try.
Yeah.
They'll always give us something to try
while we're waiting on our order.
Yeah. Try this. Try this. Yeah, try this. Have you eaten this before? Try this.
Yeah. And I often surprise the Spanish-speaking workers when I order taco de lengua.
Yeah.
I love tongue tacos, and I don't know if you can get them any better than I got them at Robertson's Belly Acres, but I love tongue tacos.
Jan said sometimes after church her sister would take them for ice cream. Dog and Suds.
Huh.
Oh, they don't live far from, Dawn doesn't live far from Mountain Home.
Okay.
Jan's done canning. Just finished a big batch of spicy pickled eggs.
Oh, that's Simple Grower.
Oh, Simple Grower. Okay. Oh, that is Simple Grower. I'm sorry. Oh. Yeah. Lynn hears that. Lynn's heard that tacos de lengua are good. Good. I'm glad you're done canning, Simple Grower. I know.
Yeah. They taste good, and they can taste good.
Yeah. Well, it's getting dark. They can't hardly see us.
Ooh, so I can get up close to you.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody will know.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. Charles says they have so many fast food restaurants there that it isn't funny. Dawn says she ain't eating no tongue, liver, or head cheese.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, Dawn, it's good stuff. You don't know what you missing, girl. Tongue is the best roast you'll ever eat in your life. I'm telling you, honest, girl. Honest to goodness.
Simple Grow is canning something every day in August.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I've seen that challenge. That's a very good challenge.
It is one. And Jan says she is, fit on her last batch of pasta sauce. Tracy says words to live by. Tracy, come on, dude. Yeah. Blackberry jelly, yes. Awesome, Simple Grower. I'm jealous.
So in our county, there are 2 chain restaurants.
Yes.
In our whole county, There is a Sonic, and there is a Pizza Hut.
Yep, and we have one stoplight.
One stoplight, and after 10 o'clock, it becomes a blinking red. Guys, we've got is it the largest or second largest county in Kansas?
I think we're second largest.
Second largest county in Kansas. And there is what, 5,000 people?
Yeah, we're right around 5,000.
Right around 5,000 people. Oh, wait, I missed, what was that? Something about.
Oh, she can't wait to get enough to make
Sauce. Awesome.
Or Jan is laughing at Dawn.
Yeah.
Okay. Just juiced the blackberries today. Awesome. And Barb's got to go. Good night,
All
Barb.
Right, Barb. Thanks, been Silver Acres.
Good night, Barb. Oh, Simple Growers in-laws live in Bend, Kansas. Cool.
Okay. Not sure exactly where that's at.
Great Bend. Out west.
Yeah, okay. Great Bend. I do know where Great Bend, or kind of know where it's at.
Yep, we know where Great Bend is. I know where it's at.
Yeah.
Cool. That's several hours west of us.
Yeah.
Several, like 4 or 5 hours west of us. They say that's our county seat. That's our whole county.
That's in our county seat.
That's our whole county.
In our whole county.
We don't even have 1,000 people in our town.
No.
Flat.
We live between two towns, Jan, and both of them together might be close to 1,000 people. That's if you count everybody in between too.
Well, it is flat at Great Bend, but it is not flat here, Simple Girl. We're in the Flint Hills. We're in the hills, but it is a very wide state, yes.
Lawrence. Yep.
Lawrence. Yep, that's to the north of us. And
that's not far from Tracy.
Right, not far from Tracy at all. And her cousin owns the apartments that the KU basketball teams live in. That's awesome. Everybody's saying goodnight to Barb. They're mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool. Well, it's almost 9. You think we ought to go?
Yeah, we ought to get going.
Well, y'all, thank y'all for coming in with us. We've been live for 1 hour and 22 minutes. And we pretty much maintained 10 to 13 people the whole time. Thank you guys so much for helping us. We're trying to get our watch hours. So if you're not subscribed to us, please like and subscribe us and hit the notification bell so that you can see our videos. Good night, Tracy.
And go watch or roll all our videos.
Yeah, please. Roll them. Jan says if there's 1,000 here, half of them are dead and they haven't updated the census. Yeah. Yay, says Lynn. So thank y'all so much. And we love you too, Jan. Thank you. Thank you, Jan. Run us tonight. Because we are at we're at 1,800, about 1,830 hours. Real close to 1,830 hours, watch hours. And we need 4,000. So if y'all could do that, that would be awesome and help us grow. Love y'all. Have a good night.
Bye.